listening to the Puffin podcast, Mission Imagination.
The never-ending checklist of the library of made-up things. Let's see. The horn from Mr. Toad's car in the wind of the willows? Check. Petty Feathers juggling balls from the circus? Check. Long John Silver's treasure map?
Arr, matey.
Check. This list is endless. Speaking of lists, I have to chase the... Oh no! All these books have fallen! It was only yesterday that I'd stacked all of these so neatly. Oh wait, what's this? A note? Let me read. If you're looking for us, we're on the roof. Signed, Puffineers, Ava and Ben. Oh goodness, how on earth did they get on the roof? Puffineers?
Baba, we're just reading Look Up, another one of Nathan and Dapo's books. So we took it literally and wanted to look up at the stars.
I think I can see the North Star. Look, Ben.
Oh, that's a glittery one, and it's shining so bright.
Now you two, whilst I admire your love for space exploration and reading, you've got to give me a hand with the cleanup of the library. Remember last week's episode was all about looking after our environment, and ours could do with the cleanup.
Okay, Baba, we're coming. You're listening to the Puffin podcast, Mission Imagination.
So, joining me in the Puffin library today are Puffineers Ava and Ben. Hi guys.
Hi.
Now, we're all organised for today's episode. So let's play our favourite game of Would You Rather. Let's start with this listener's voice note from Skylar Ray in Bristol.
My name is Skylar Ray. I am 7 years old. My question is, would you rather have Miss Trunchbull as your teacher or Captain Hook as your dad?
I'll start with you, Ava.
I think I'd rather have Mrs. Trunchbull as my teacher because then you only see her for the certain amount of the day.
Good. And you, Ben?
Captain Hook as my dad because he got swallowed by an alligator.
I love that.
And then I'll only have my mum because he's annoying. Not my real dad, Captain Hook.
Yeah, if it was Captain Hook, I totally agree with you. Now, what about this one, you two? This has been sent in by Lufa, who's 7 years old.
My name is Lufa. I'm 7 years old, and my question is, would you rather live on the moon or live on Mars?
That's a great question. So, Puffineers, what are your thoughts? Ben, let's start with you.
Live on the moon because I think Mars is cold.
Okay, maybe. How about you, Ava?
I'd rather live on the moon because it sounds more cool and like you have low gravity on the moon, so it'd be fun just jumping around everywhere.
Yeah, so would I. I'd love to jump around on the moon. And finally, Ava and Ben, do you have a question for us to answer?
Would you rather go back in time or travel to the future?
I think I'd rather travel to the future because I would love to see what happens and then I'll come back and be able to predict the future and make a whole bunch of money.
Me too, because then we could skip past coronavirus for a couple of days at least.
And you, Ava, what's your would you rather?
Would you rather eat fish eyeballs or lick in between someone's toes?
I think lick fish... Wait, was it eat fish eyeballs?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'll pop in your mouth.
So you would rather eat fish's eyeballs?
Because you don't know what's been in between someone's toes. They might be growing fungus or something.
You know what, Ben? I'm absolutely agreeing with you. I would rather eat fish's eyeballs because I am not about to lick anybody's toes, especially in between their toes. They got toe jam, all of that nasty stuff. I'm not doing it. So I would definitely 100% eat fish's eyeballs. Hey, who's that coming into the Puffin library? It's the wonderful Abigail Balfe, author of A Different Sort of Normal. Now, tell us, Abigail, where's your favourite place to read and write your books?
Hi everyone. Well, I wrote most of A Different Sort of Normal at my desk. I know, very boring. But one of my favourite places to write lately is in the bath. I keep trying to relax, but then stories start writing themselves in my head, so I have to go and get them out, which involves typing as quickly as possible on my phone because my brain thinks of sentences too fast for a pen and paper.
Abigail, I have a question. How do you come up with your book ideas?
Well, most of my book ideas are based on my actual life, so I use my real-life memories as inspiration. A different sort of normal is my true story of growing up autistic and not knowing I was autistic, and it started as lots of written down memories and doodles while I was studying an MA in children's book illustration just after I received my autism diagnosis 2.5 years ago. The finished version of my book is still lots of memories and doodles, plus helpful facts about autism, and lots of drawings of cats, because I really like cats.
Great to get all that covered, Abigail. We are so excited to go on an adventure today with you. We're desperate to know where we're going today and how we'll get there.
So, we'll be travelling to an imagination-metaverse, where you'll be able to glimpse into the imaginations of different brains and minds. I'm autistic, so you'll be able to take a look inside my imagination station first. And to access these imagination-metaverses, we need to take 3 drops of this special magical potion that allows travel into different people's imagination spaces.
Ooh, sounds fascinating. Count us in. Okay, everyone. And you lovely listeners at home, all you have to do is take these 3 drops with us. Put it on your tongue.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Woo, we're here! Welcome to the first pocket of imagination and one of my favourite places to escape to, my pink tent. I like to call it my pocket of a safe haven and is a peaceful, quiet tent to feel cosy and safe in. You have to whisper here so as not to disturb the peace.
It's so soft here. What's on the floor? It feels like clouds.
Ben, great question. And you're right. It's like walking on cartoon clouds, as there are soft, colourful blankets and bubble-free jumpers. Why don't you put one on so you can feel wrapped in this softness?
It feels so cozy. Is there anything to eat here?
Yes, everything is soft. So foods like tomato soup, avocados, mashed potato and ice cream are all available. If you'd like some.
I'm curious, Abigail. Are there any rules we can't break here?
There is one rule in this tent, and it's a big one. All phones must stay on silent. This is a strictly whispering zone, where we have to keep respectful of peace and quiet. It also helps to keep us present rather than distracted with our devices.
Hey Abigail, what's through that door on the other side of the tent?
Through this door is the biggest, most exciting child's party you could ever imagine. Think a ball pit the size of a swimming pool, curly slides and soft play areas and disco lights and a smoke machine. And you can change the music by thinking of your favourite song. What's your favourite kind of music, Puffineers?
I like kind of like upbeat music, like rap music.
I like calm music, original music like Dua Lipa or Ariana Grande, people like that.
Well, it's absolutely fine that you both enjoy different styles of music, because if someone else changes the music at the same time as you, you won't even notice, because you only listen in your own head. Why don't you try, Avery and Ben?
Taking off, flying high like a spaceship. Take control, take a shot, put your weight.
Oh yeah, I can hear rap music.
So we make it, so we make it.
And I can hear pop music. Fun.
Awesome! And through this door on the left, we'll head into the nature space, which is a tropical paradise filled with plants, birds, butterflies, rivers and lakes. Litter and plastic do not exist because food wrappings simply disappear after you've finished eating. All you have to do is say thank you once you've finished your food and drink.
Wow, this is amazing. It's like we're in the middle of the Amazon rainforest or something.
There are so many different worlds in this place.
That's because everyone is different and everyone likes different sorts of environments. The beauty of this place is that everyone is allowed to experience this world in a way that makes sense to them.
All this imagination is making me hungry. Can we head back to the pink tent for some more soup and mashed potatoes?
Ah, soup and mashed potatoes. That classic combination.
Sure thing. We just need to take the opening on the left next to the rubber tree and follow the corridor next to the ball pit to get back.
Do you own any cats?
Well, in real life, I don't own any cats, sadly, but in this imagination world, I own lots of cats. Or I'd rather say, maybe not own them. I allow them to exist around me, and I can smooth them and pet them and feed them and enjoy their company. And it's all very nice and very soft.
And also, what's it like being autistic?
Well, for me, being autistic just feels like being me, because I've never been anyone else, so it's hard to know what it's like to not feel autistic. But I suppose I have always felt sort of out of place, like I haven't fit in with people around me, and I didn't really know quite why until a few years ago. If you'd like to learn more about my experience of growing up autistic, then you could read my book.
Apart from writing books, what do you like to do in your spare time?
In my spare time, I like to do creative things, like I've enjoyed making things out of clay recently, and I've been making some coasters with cats on, and earrings with cats on, and necklaces with cats on, and mainly lots of things with cats on. I also like to play the piano, and I started writing a song about being autistic the other day. It's comedy. I also like to look after my crystal collection and wash my crystals. And there's too many things. This will go on too long.
Do you plan on writing any more books, Abigail?
Yes, I'm currently writing my second book, which is going to be out in March 22, and it's a picture book also around autism, and this will be aimed for younger children. And I do have some more ideas and things I've started writing. It's quite exciting.
Tomato soup, my favourite. I'll just text my mum and tell her not to make me dinner.
Oh no, Avi, your phone went off.
Oh, I forgot that my phone's off limit. My phone buzzing is suddenly getting really loud. I can't make it stop.
Okay, I think it's time for us to bounce. Let's get out of here. I've got my guidebook here, and I think this will guide us back safely. Oh, please guide us back safely. Okay, let's see. If you break a rule, there's only one way out. You have to solve the riddle. Ask the authors if in doubt. Abigail, do you have a riddle by any chance? Say yes, please.
Yes, we've got a riddle here, but we're up against the clock. Okay, Puffineers, are you ready?
Can you all hear that? It's a ticking sound.
Okay, here goes. See if you can guess what this is. It belongs to you, but other people use it more than you do. What is it?
I don't know. A book?
Ava?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to read it back one more time. It belongs to you, but other people use it more than you do. Come on, Puffineers, you can do this.
A pencil?
Nope.
No, I wonder
A phone?
I can give you a small clue. It's not an object.
my name?
Yes, your name. That's the correct answer.
Finally.
Got it.
Yes.
And we're back in exactly the same position.
I think the potion's worn off.
That's right. We made it back to the Puffin library. Hopefully you both liked seeing a few of the different environments and celebrating how everyone is completely different. Because life would be pretty boring if we were all the same, right? What were your favourite rooms or parts of the world, Puffineers?
My favourite part was how whenever you eat or drink, all the plastic doesn't just stay there, it disappears from your hands.
That's one of my favourite parts too.
The Amazon rainforest, because we're learning about the Amazon rainforest. We will learn about it in year 3, and I can know stuff now.
It's a pretty special place.
Well, a big thank you to you, Abigail, for sharing your magical, mystical world with us. Now, if you want to be in an episode of the Puffin podcast, send us a voice note or email to puffinpodcast@penguinrandomhouse.co.uk. And for more exciting summer holiday activities, head to puffin.co.uk/podcast.
Before we go, can you tell us more about A Different Sort of Normal?
Sure. A Different Sort of Normal is the true story of one girl's journey growing up autistic. And that girl is me. This is my true story of growing up in a confusing normal world, all the while missing some very important information about myself. There are scary moments involving toilets and crowded trains, heartwarming tales of cats and pianos, and funny memories, including one about my dad and a mysterious tub of ice cream. Along the way, you'll also find some very crucial information about autism. If you've ever felt different, out of place, like you don't fit in, then this book is for you.
Sounds really special. And by the magic of podcasts, we can take a quick listen now.
I am not a scientist, historian, or an expert in neurological conditions. Neurological means relating to the nervous system, including the brain. When I was at school, the teachers encouraged me to take double science because my grades were good, but I said no thanks and took art and drama instead. Me aged 9. Miss, finished! It's a script about my dad chasing a pot-bellied pig around our garden with a green plastic tennis racket. It happened last Friday, and I also drew a picture of it. Do you want to see? I am an autistic female with a special interest in autism. I don't want to get too heavy with facts, figures, and history, because this isn't supposed to be an information book as such. However, it can be really useful to take a peek at the facts and science behind our real-life stories sometimes. Plus, autistic people can often be quite into facts and figures and history. Well, I know I am. So there will be a few along the way. But mostly, this is me writing my true-life, actual childhood diary, but as a grown-up person who didn't actually have a childhood diary. Apart from the autobiography I started writing when I was 14, because I thought I was going to be famous on EastEnders one day, and I figured it would be good to get a head start. Luckily for me, though, autistic people tend to have very good long-term memories. What is autism? If you search autism on the internet, one of the first results you're likely to find is the Wikipedia page and this description. Autism is a developmental disorder characterized by difficulties with social interaction and communication, and by restricted and repetitive behavior. Parents often notice signs during the first 3 years of their child's life. It occurs 4 to 5 times more often in males than females. If you haven't fallen asleep after that definition, then congratulations, you're officially moving through this book faster than I did when I read it back just now.
Oh, that's brilliant! Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Puffin Podcast, Mission Imagination, with me, Ava.
And me, Ben.
And don't forget, keep exploring, everyone.
That's right, Puffineers at home. And don't forget, you can hit the follow button for weekly episodes to be delivered to wherever you get your podcasts every Wednesday. And if you've enjoyed today's adventure, please rate us and write a review so other Puffineers can find the show. Keep on reading and dreaming, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Mission Imagination, a Puffin podcast created by Puffin Books, produced by Mags Creative, hosted by me, Babatunde Aleshe, with Puffineers Ava Iman and Ben Ray Wall.